women had their fathers to vet that guy out, and it was like an authority. Like, young man, shake my hand. I'm handing my daughter over to you.
Right.
Bro, you better take care of her.
Bring her back.
And
That's
so
so
as
true.
a man, it wasn't just, I got to do right by this woman because I'm supposed to do right by the woman. Her daddy gonna me up.
Right.
If she calls him and I'm not like doing just the basic necessities and respect. When you take that out, this is when stuff started to get weird.
Yeah.
And then women got to try to know more stuff in areas that we not educated in order to vet you out.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, this is why I keep stressing 2-parent households, marry before you carry. Let's bring back fathers being involved so women can kind of see the signs before I'm even dating as to what a good man looks like or what he doesn't look like. Because a father can teach you either way. Like, sometimes your daddy can teach you what type of men not to with.
Yeah.
Because he might be that man.
Yes.
So absent fathers really have played, or it's really like some generational curse.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, like the young lady was mentioning in the video, Dorsey Love. I actually, like her content because she be really talking some real stuff. But basically, she was just going into how important it is for fathers to vet the man that their daughters will date. And everything she's saying is so true, guys. This is something that is not talked about within our communities because dads are very important when it comes to, their children's life in general, but to a daughter is something special. Their dads is their first love. The dads give them the love and the affection that they need. That love is so unimaginable. The daughter, when a woman is young, she look forward to that love. The daughter is to, she has to keep her purity, keep her protected from outside world. The father gives her that. The father will give her a sense of direction, a sense of discipline. When a woman doesn't have a father in her life, her decision making for men is all messed up. She looking for her father in all different men's, looking for that kind of love from a father that she should have got when she was a young child. So just like, a woman is born, with her value, her value, it needs to be protected. And who more can protect that value more better than her father? Her father is not going to play about her. So best believe the right man has to, come correct before he even try to look at his daughter. So, that aspect is very key. When a woman don't have that, it's like child's play to a man. Trust and believe that. Especially if you're dealing with a man that is, he's lustful and, he's looking to, he's there for one thing and one thing only. And it ain't to pursue a relationship with you. It's not to marry you. It's not to even, hell, be there for you when you in tough times. He there for one reason and one reason only. When a woman meets a man, she's looking for love. And if she haven't had that, she don't even know what that looked like. So if she hasn't had, her father, she can be easily talked out of her purity. Her body can be used for recreational use. And, after that, so after so many men she have dealt with, she become disposable. She eventually be gone. Like, she's gone mentally and emotionally. So now she thinking like a man. She thinks she can sleep from man to man, trying to look for love here and there. And you know what? Guess what? She's not going to find it. Unfortunately, she's not going to find it. And that's so key, and it's something that we do not talk about in the Black communities. We don't talk about it at all because growing up in a generation of fatherless homes, I don't know. I don't think people even think about how serious that is, and especially from it's harmful on both genders, a boy and a girl. But mainly a girl, because you see What you see here today is households ran by single mothers. Yeah, so if you are a woman that never had a father in her life, um, of course you don't know what love look like. So anything a man say to you, you will pursue him just because it feels good. But to him, especially if you still have your purity, and you meet a guy that tell you, hey, you're beautiful, things like that. Of course it makes you feel good inside, but to him it's like taking candy from a baby. You don't know no better. So once it's gone, you never get that back. So we need our fathers, man. We need our fathers to show us what love is, so that we won't be trying to look for that type of love from these men. Um, Mothers can't teach your love. Mothers can't, we can nurture our children. We can show them love, what we think is love. But if the mother haven't even had that love from her father, she don't even know what it's like to be loved. So she can't teach it to her daughter or her son. So that is it is very key to have a man in the household helping, running things in the household. It takes a man and a woman to build a foundation. It also takes a village to help maintain that foundation. So women, they have children after children with man after man. It's just a setup for failure, guys. And we go through life, and we just going through life trying to cope. And a lot of us sisters, we set ourselves up for failure. Expecting a dad-daughter relationship, that's unimaginable. I never had that. Honestly, that part was taken from me. I couldn't have a relationship with my father, but I see the dynamics. I see the effects it has on me, and I'm not going to say like, I went from man to man to look for love, but that was the key thing that I wanted in a relationship, was love. But, so, women tend to date man and man, expecting like a daddy-daughter relationship. Sometimes you might even see women dating older men just to get that fatherly feel. But to him, he can sense that. And you know what? He gonna have fun with that, because you're like I said, you're like child's play, and it's nothing better than to just what they say, play with a kid, and yeah, basically you just gonna get ran through pretty much. But yes, guys, dads are important in the household. Dads are important. Dads are important in young boy's life, and a dad is important in a young girl's life. We need our fathers, y'all. We need our men to step up, rule, take his rightful position in a household, take his rightful position on this earth, because we have been misguided, we've been misled, we have been taught all the wrong things, y'all. But y'all hit that like button, and you guys can comment if you want to, share a thought, whatever it is. I do appreciate the support.